Whew, so the doc finally responded, the moment we've all been waiting for. And I'm sorry I'm uploading this a day late. I really wanted to do it yesterday, but I was super tired. I literally went to sleep right after a segment Doc did, basically explaining and addressing the situation. And also I could say it was more personal and detailed than the statement we had originally gotten from him on Twitter. But I'm not gonna lie, the fact that he titled the stream The Truth and he started it super nonchalant and character, basically acting like nothing had happened, was absolutely hilarious. He started with his graphics, his whole entertaining thing, because I'm not gonna lie, he is a pretty entertaining guy. Definitely one of the most entertaining streamers of our time, except that with this whole situation going on, it's just like, I don't think we should be supporting this guy, at least not at this current state and time. He started the stream acting like nothing major had happened because that is his persona, it's just who he is. And he was talking about how he was on vacation, he had a great time with his family, and basically insinuating that he was only gone because he was on vacation having a good time.
Oh, it's been a long time, champs. De la vacación with mi familia was increíble. But we're back from vacation and we're getting locked in, doing what we do best. That's put on a show and look good doing it.
Which is obviously not the case. I'm pretty sure a lot of legalities were being dealt with, etc. and so forth. But it's just like, bro, what is going on? And then the chat was finally catching on, being like, yo, are you going to address the elephant in the room? I'm not gonna lie, I was watching with one of my friends. We're like, bro, like, what are you doing? You're wasting our time. Come on, just get down to business. And then he finally got into it. It was kind of funny though, because he was making fun of the people saying address the elephant in the room or whatever.
Elephant in the room, Doc, we're waiting.
Oh my god, oh god, it's the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the thing I've ever.
Just relax, man. Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act.
He started mocking them and stuff, and it's like, bro, I don't think you should be mocking people over something this serious, because we just want to know if you're guilty or innocent, bro. This is one of those situations where it's so big that it's kind of like you're guilty until proven innocent. I know it should be the other way around in most cases, but in this one, it's just a very delicate case. So, and to summarize the stream, he did start off by saying that he is still demonetized on YouTube. He cannot reapply until September 25th, so he will be doing that and will be streaming regardless.
Right, we got to figure out this monetization thing. So September 25th is basically when we can reapply. So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do.
He then got to talking about his Twitch lawsuit and mentioned that the settlement prohibited public statements, but if one of the parties violated this, then the other party can talk about it.
I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond.
He then goes to criticize former Twitch employee Cody Conners for leaking the reason behind his 2020 ban.
Cody Conners, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally.
He then went on to claim that there will be consequences for false accusations, challenging claims of a murder.
Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me? You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was a murder through whispers messages. Do you even know what the legal definition of sex is? And yeah, I used Twitch's whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word murder, Cody. When you and all these so-called journalists fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban.
Now, I do understand where Doc is mad about this whole situation coming to light to the public, because he does go to mention the fact that this was already settled privately, legally, and professionally. So I do understand the fact that nothing illegal was done, but it's not about that. It's about the moral in the situation. And this is why everybody keeps saying, show the whispers. Also, why would age of consent even matter if there was no involved or anything of that nature? I don't know, just something to think about. He also does mention how he never planned to meet the user in person.
You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well.
And how Twitch's trust and safety team confirmed that the messages weren't or child abuse material.
They reported on all this based on leaks from two former Twitch employees. One of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, you would hope they would tell the truth. What they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any graphic messages or images.
He does acknowledge partaking in inappropriate bantering, but Twitch apparently never analyzed the legality of the whispers. And this isn't anything new. He had already kind of talked about how he didn't really say anything crazy, but it was inappropriate. Doc also accuses his ex-partner manager of holding a grudge and being involved in his ban. Apparently his ex-partner manager never helped him with anything. He mentions an example about like Twitch rivals or any tournaments or any events that Twitch would host. His partner manager never invited him or like got him involved in or anything, which made the doc actually seek out a new partner manager.
He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the 2-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy, and it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the 2-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence?
Which is why he's saying that his old partner manager allegedly has a grudge on him, which I mean, I don't know. I can kind of see that happening. Is it true? Who knows? Doc also claims that Twitch cherry-picked the messages leading to his suspension an hour later.
The LER analyst cherry-picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate.
He also goes to say that he was banned without legal analysis or interviews and that a judge later on ruled his messages were not illegal.
The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal.
Doc also highlights his achievements and criticizes Twitch for inconsistencies in banning other streamers. Now, this is where I'm going to go ahead and mention about this. He did mention a couple of things about other unnamed streamers.
Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. Example number 1, a streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2, streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3, streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract. It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc.
With this in mind, if this is true and Twitch did not treat the doc fairly and this other stuff went down with other streamers, then I'm not gonna lie, Twitch has to do something about that. Because sure, what the doc has done is absolutely horrible, unacceptable in all angles, but you cannot pick favorites when it comes to weird and serious shit like this. It's just crazy, but he basically suggests that his ban was just a move to terminate his contract and retain other big streamers on the platform.
And used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too. The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer. As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, go look at the timing. These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform, so Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the 2-time.
He also does hint at other information, but he has not disclosed that stuff yet. Now, people do have mixed opinions about the whole situation. Some people are defending him and saying he is innocent until proven guilty. And others, well, I think it's safe to say it's a 50-50 in this situation. And other people are saying things like this. DrDisrespect waited until now to release information so that way he could sue multiple news outlets and Twitch for defamation. Now, is this true? I have absolutely no idea. I'm not going to say this is a credible source. But if this is true, that is absolutely insane. Doc is playing chess, not checkers, and homie's about to get a bag. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't think we learned much from this stream. He basically reset things that he had already talked about on Twitter or had said in his public statement. But we did learn about the apparent grudge of his ex-partner manager, that Twitch apparently banned him without legal analysis, and about the inconsistencies and unfair treatment with other streamers and himself. Which, don't get me wrong, these small details are a big deal. But we still know one major thing that is important to this whole situation, at least in the public eye. And that is that he did most likely talk to a girl under the age of 18 because he talks about the Twitch Whisper user being over the legal age of consent at the time. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe some states have the legal age of consent as 16 and others as 17. And regardless, even if she was 18, it's like, bro is literally pushing 40, bro. What are you doing talking to somebody like that? You have a whole family, you have kids, you have a lot to lose. So why jeopardize all that? You're super successful, you're super entertaining, and you're doing something that literally nobody else is doing. So I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. And the second thing is that we still haven't seen the whispers. We haven't seen the messages. We don't know what was said. We don't know the context they were said in. He said it was banter. We don't know what's happening. Maybe it's for legal reasons. And maybe it's just for simple fact that bro's pushing 40 and he was talking to somebody that still has teen in their age, at the time at least. Allegedly. With that being said, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the whole doc situation and what he had to say today in his stream titled The Truth. Do you guys think there was a lot more points that maybe I didn't go over or anything super important that I might have missed? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as of right now, this literally just seems like a he said, she said situation. It's a bunch of hearsay. We literally just want to see the whispers. But I guess we did learn a few new important details. With that being said, subscribe for more content like this. Let me know if there's any topic you guys want me to cover and check out my social media below. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Virux out. Peace.